Hello everyone! Next, as you can see, there is the stair at the bottom of the sock. So start off by making this loop stitch around the edge of the sock as such. Now keep going in an entire circle, and then as you are constantly going, this is what it should look like. Make an entire loop to begin with, and then afterwards continue this loop by going backwards in the loops that are already present. Now, as you continue to this and add more and more layers to it, then the hole that is present will slowly get covered up. Now, as you can see, this is as we have progressed a lot, and then tie a knot to it once you're done with it all. As you can see, the stitching is very strong. Next, we'll start off by taking a sock, thread the needle, and then afterwards stitch through the sock's elastic. Now pull it through as such, make this loop stitch at the top. Pull the needle through the middle as such and then pull it tight together. Now as you are doing so, continue to do it and then loop it all around. Go from one side to the other as such and then go up to the length that you started with to begin with. Now as you are going over, then continue to do so. Now, once you have moved from one side to the other, this is what it should look like. Make sure it is as neat as possible. To repeat the steps, put the needle through, then put it right through the middle of the thread that you have taken to stitch. Next, in case the button has come out, then take this piece of cloth and then make the circular shape onto it, and then afterwards thread a needle and then slowly begin to stitch it in the circular shape as such. Now go according to the markings that you have made and make sure that you stick to the line. Now after you go the entire circle, this is what it should look like. We are just doing a simple running stitch as such. As you can see, we have completed our entire circle. Now pull it tight together. Now put the coin inside it as well and then make this denim button out of it as such. After you're done with this, put this through and inside and then afterwards take the rest of it, stitch it in place, that is the rest of the cloth. Once you stitch this in place, we are using a simple running stitch in order to make sure that it is fastened in its place. Then you may use this as your button. After you're done with it, this is what it should look like, and then the button will not be seen all too much as well because it is made out of denim. This will be the final look of it. Make sure that you stitch it properly. Next, as you can see, there is the zip and then there is the space between the zip as well. Pull the needle through that as such. Now after you have done this, take the needle and then on the opposite side of it, make another stitch to it. Now you should begin to be making these horizontal stitches. In order to make these horizontal stitches, however, make the stitch vertical as such. Continue to do so and then do so until you reach the top. Now after you reach the top, then pull it tight together and this will cover up the space that is present between the two. Now after you're done with this is what it should look like. Make sure that you add a knot to it so that it remains fastened in its place. Afterwards, this is what it should look like. This will tighten the entire process of it and then afterwards you may tie a knot at the back of it. Now finally you may zip it up properly and then fasten the button at the top as well. Now instead of cutting off this turtleneck, start off by taking the turtleneck and then afterwards fold it over at the top as such. Now after you're done with this, slowly begin to make a stitching through it. Using this green thread, as you can see, we have made the knot come underneath it. Now pull the needle through the loop and then afterwards put it underneath and then back out, and then afterwards wrap the thread around the needle as such. Continue to do so. As you're continuing to do so, go from one side to the other as such. As you are going from one side to the other, pull it through and then begin to go backwards. As you're going backwards, then undo all of the other stitchings and then lift it up and pull it tight. This way, as you're doing so, all the stitching will not be seen, however, the stitching will still remain. This will be the final look. Thank you for watching.